Thank you all so very much for making this first edition of Trek News. It's a relaunch of what we had earlier. All right, so in today's edition of Trek News, we're going to be talking about three things. The first of which, we're going to be talking about Star Trek, the movie, which is coming out in 2023. The second thing we're going to be talking about is Strange New Worlds. And rounding us out, we're going to be talking about Discovery's Season 5 intro. Trek News is a weekly show designed to keep you updated on the most recent behind-the-scenes news regarding Star Trek. It is not designed to comment on shows or movies. In addition to news, you may be treated with social media postings from some of your most beloved Star Trek personalities. We'll also include real-life news to see how it stands up to Federation principles. We highly encourage your active participation, so write in the comments. You may be asked to contribute. All right. Again, thank you all so very much for making this first edition of Trek News. All right. So first things first, from TrekMovie.com, we have some news about the upcoming Star Trek movie, Kelvin Timeline. It's slated for 2023. According to TrekMovie.com, Chris Pine is signaling his willingness to participate in the upcoming movie. This follows actress Zoe Saldana's also seemingly similar interests of participating in this upcoming movie. However, we also know that salary negotiations got in the way of this movie, the fourth movie, coming out a little bit earlier. So let's pay attention to that. We don't know how this is going to end up. Also, we know in related news that actor Anton Yelkin, he would have celebrated his recent birthday, but also in Discovery's season 5 finale, there was a slight tribute because we saw the USS Yelkin. All right. The movie is reportedly set to be directed by WandaVision vet Matt Shakman and written by blockbuster writers for credits like Avatar 2, WandaVision, and Captain Marvel. Next, from HollywoodReporter.com, some of you may remember Paul Wesley from Vampire Diaries. I certainly remember him. According to HollywoodReporter.com, he is set to play James Kirk in Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Now, look, we know that this particular show is set to come out on May 5th, but don't expect to see him too soon. We're going to see him in season 2. But guess what? He's also going to be a show regular during season 2. Kind of sounds familiar. Sounds like something that we're used to between Discovery and Strange New Worlds. Let's see whether this leads to a new show all about James T. Kirk. By the way, Paul Wesley is a lifelong Trekkie, y'all. Did y'all know that? My goodness. All right, just a little tidbit of what's going on with Nichelle Nichols. She's still in the game, y'all. She's signing autographs. Specifically, what she was doing there was she was signing an autograph that had already been signed by actress Sonequa Martin Green and her co-star in the beloved Star Trek original, Walter Koenig. All right, so finally, we're on to some news that we got from ScreenRant.com. According to this publication, Discovery's team seems to be hinting at a move in the style of its storytelling. In other words, what we've seen over the past 4 seasons is a serialized type of storytelling. What they're going to do with season 5 is, instead of 100% serialized, what they're going to do is they're going to try to create a hybrid between serialized storytelling and episodic storytelling. So this is going to be a little different for us. So be prepared for it. All right. Also, which is probably why we didn't get a hint into what's going to happen in season 5. They're probably not going to be saving the galaxy like they had been in previous seasons. Also, the show is also more of a flavor, is going to have more of a flavor towards science. So for all of you science nerds out there who geek out on things like that, pay more attention to season 5, because you're going to be certainly delighted by all of that. Also, expect flashbacks from some earlier Trek shows. Those flashbacks are going to inform Discovery's future. Yo, this ends the first episode of Trek News. Short and sweet, isn't it? All right. As always, like, subscribe, comment, share, tell all your friends all about us. We're in this for you. Hopefully, you're as delighted as we are. As always, peace and long life.